Okay, this problem is actually pretty similar to the last one we did, number 23, except now it's an inequality. So it has a less than or equal to sign rather than an equal, just a regular equal sign. But we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pretend that it's an equal sign. So we're gonna add 7 to both sides, and we get 4 times the absolute value of 2w plus 3 is less than or equal to 16. And we do the same thing again. So first of all, that cancels out the 7. But now we divide by 4 on both sides to cancel out. So we're left with the absolute value of 2w plus 3 is less than or equal to 4. So, oops, I'm just going to erase that. Now we do the same thing we did last time. 2w plus 3 is less than or equal to 4. And 2w plus 3 is less than or equal to negative 4. Actually, sorry. When we do that, we actually have to flip the signs. Now it's greater than or equal to negative 4. Now we, once again, just find w. So 2w is less than or equal to 4 minus 3, which is 1. So w is less than or equal to 1/2. And on this side, 2w is greater than negative 4 minus negative 3, or negative 4 minus 3, so it's negative 7. You gotta subtract 3 on both sides. And you're left with w is greater than negative 7 over 2. So now if I want to just kind of move this up a little bit. Now, since it's an inequality, we have to write the equation in set notation, interval notation, and then graph it. So for set notation, change colors here. You're going to have a braces. Oh my god, that was a bad braces. Okay, you can write x ER, comma, and then since it's an and, you would write, let's see, 1/2. See if you guys understand what I'm doing here. 1/2 is greater than or equal to w, which is greater than or equal to negative 7, 2. So I kind of just combined the two solutions. And then interval notation, sorry, my handwriting's really bad. You would have x is the element of. And then before I can do that, actually, I have to graph the inequality. So I'd make a line. Grab a red or something. It's actually really easy to graph. So you go always from least to greatest. So you write 2 points on the number line. Actually, let me scroll up some more. And your first number would be negative 7 over 2, because it's smaller than 1/2. So when you plot when you graph inequalities, you usually write a little circle above them. Now, because it's greater than or equal to, you're going to include your number on the graph. So you're actually going to shade in these numbers. And now, it tells us that your w, or your variable, has to be less than 1/2. So if it's less than 1/2, it goes this way. And if it is greater than negative 7, 2, it goes this way. So really, it's just all the numbers in between negative 7/2 and 1/2 would work in this equation. And basically, you just draw a line between them. And that's how you graph it. So now, if we want to go back to interval notation, you are going to have bracket, because a bracket, negative 7/2, comma, 1/2, bracket. Now the reason we use brackets instead of parentheses is because they are a closed circle. And because it's a closed, and the reason it's a closed circle is because it's less than or greater than or equal to. So you always use brackets, and that's how you do interval notation.